Okay, so this is the canoe exhibit. I'm going to show you just how to build a canoe. Making use.
Can you imagine the spinner?
What's that?
Can you imagine the spinner?
Yeah.
Wait, so they use shells?
Does it say that?
Oh, so I guess what happened was, they would burn the wood, and when it was burned, I guess it softens it, and then they would use like a shell to like...
To scrape it out?
Mm-hmm. A dugout canoe. Most canoes were made from cedar trees. The size of the canoe depended on the size of the tree given. The largest were 4 feet and 5 feet long. 4 feet deep and 5 feet long. They were able to hold up to 40 men plus their gear. Precise and well-built canoes were created using local materials long before the use of metal. To fell a tree, so the Indians alternately burned a section of the trunk, then hacked away at the charred area. Once the tree was done, it was hollowed out using a similar method. So that's like I was saying, they burned the area, the thing, and they used the shell or stone to dig it out.
So this is the early settlement over here. Oh, I guess over this way they have well, it's closed off, but it's like a pier or something.
So let me explain Roanoke, a little bit about Roanoke before we reach the settlement.
Oh, alright.
So Roanoke, also known as the Lost Colony, was actually, there was 2 attempts to build it. The first attempt was, both of these were governed by, not governed, but thought of by Sir Walter Raleigh. Raleigh,
North Carolina.
So in 1585, a guy by the name of...
She wrote all these notes on it while we were driving.
Yes.
No, it's good, I was saying.
And I had it, I think it was John Payne. Okay. No, by Ralph Lane.
Ralph Lane?
Yes. So that was the first attempt. So what they wanted to do was they wanted to make, with these attempts, they were trying to create the first permanent English settlement. So the first attempt was in 1585 by the name of Ralph Lane. He founded this little area, and whenever, so they tried to build it and stuff. However, they lacked supplies, and so there's like a couple reasons why it failed. First reason was due to the lack of supplies being sent over, and then also due to poor relations with the Native Americans. So there was a ship that was supposed to come in 1586. So they were here for about maybe, it didn't say exactly like what time, like June, July, but so they were here for almost a year. However, the supply ship was actually delayed somehow. It didn't say why, but it was delayed. So in 1586, he actually decided, Ralph Lane, I was like, I don't know why I keep saying John Payne, oh my gosh. Ralph Lane decided to head back to England, for, in 1586 with Sir Francis Drake. However, a few weeks later, the supply ship did actually come. So if he would have waited, I think, maybe. But, so what they did, though, instead was they made a claim to the land by having, like, a little detachment. So there were some people here still. So, on to, then, the second attempt, which is where the Lost Colony comes into play. So, first off, it was by John White was the one who settled it. What he was doing was that he was actually supposed to, by Raleigh, he wanted to help him. Raleigh wanted John White to help establish the city of Raleigh in the Chesapeake Bay area. Well, they decided to check up on the detachment that was in the, where the claim was, where Roanoke was. So, while they were there, I guess the flagship pilot, Simon Fernandez, just convinced him to just stay there. So, what happened was, he agreed to stay there, but they needed supplies, obviously. So, he left in mind you, this is 1587. So he goes back in 1588 to get supplies from England. However, due to the Anglo-Spanish War, he was delayed until 1590. So, mind you, a bunch of colonists are coming over and stuff. And when he returns, by the time he returns, he finds the settlement fortified, but completely abandoned. The only thing that gave any inclination of what happened to them was on the palisade, which I was showing you earlier, what that looked like, was the word Croatian. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, by the way. So he thought Croatian is an island around this area, but so he figured that what that meant was that they decided to relocate to Croatian. However, before he could even go there, because of the rough seas, and somehow they lost an anchor. I don't know how you lose an anchor. It's pretty big and stuff. But they decided to just return to England. So let's continue walking. But so there are some theories of what happened to Roanoke. Some of the theories is that they actually assimilated with the local natives. And then one of the other ones, though, is that the Jamestown people actually said they got massacred by the natives. However, the strange thing about that theory is that there wasn't documents, but some of them did see people who had European features within the villages, the Native American villages. So, I mean, my guess is that they did assimilate with them, but there was never any hard concrete evidence. So, years went by, and no one's, to this day, archaeological advances, we still don't know what happened to Roanoke. So I hope you guys comment down below and ask your opinion of what you think happened here. I know that was long, but
It's alright. So,
I hope that established it, though.
yes, you did. You did establish it very well. And this is what the village was. I guess you had these, like, well, I guess here they would have, like, a blacksmith kind of show you,
Oh, yeah. That's what that is.
like, how they, like, did it. But I assume they probably had, like, some type of thing back then. This would be the...
Hey, Sean.
What?
Look at this over here. Look over here.
Oh, jeez.
Stick your head in here. Can you even get your head in there? Oh. No. You just gotta lift it up. Oh. Holy shoot.
I don't want to do that.
Here, go in.
No.
Get in.
I can't get, my head can't get in there.
Yes, I can.
No, I can't.
No.
No, I can't.
Put your
It's too small.
It's not too small.
My head's too big.
Big head.
So over here, I guess, this would be the captain's,
No.
or no, the,
This is just a tent. Look at that fancy glassware. It's not glass, guys. I just said that. Guess that's where they would do like the weaving and stuff. Compare that to what the natives have.
first sewing machine.
I mean, like, with the natives, they had to weave it by hand with the advancements. Okay, yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere.
I'm making something.
It's not going anywhere.
That was basically their whole fort, their whole home. And they had to look over that. I saw a fish jump. So, in any case, this kind of does it for the festival park in the Renaissance. Yeah,
The Roanoke Festival Park.
Roanoke Festival Park. We had to only do those because I don't think the adventure park was open.
No, it's not.
So, but we hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like, hit subscribe. See you in the next.